my job is to somehow make them curious enough or persuade by hook or crook to get more aware of themselves and where they came from and what they are into and what is already there.
Time to get in here.
Bring it out. This is what compels me
so
to
fucking
compel
long.
them. And I will do it by whatever means necessary.
Detroit red flow, East Coast, West Coast. Used to leave Moco to hit Detroit with boat. I dated women with popping albums, they got spouses. I dated strippers that trap loud inside their challenges. To be black and talented,
I need to know if y'all can hear.
Took a tour de France with my partners was somewhat peddling. Yeah, we make depression look so effortless. We desensitize while America
What's up, Joe Harris?
Our kids. So it's weighing on me, Nina. It's weighing on me, Nina. They playing with me, Nina. Send them on their way to meet you. Look at my skin, look at my nose. I'm grateful for my features. Like I made a CD with Mrs. Nose and they paying G. I'm on my way to GA. Magazine in the PM.
What's up, Isaac?
Not to see me a MAGA had he completed.
What's up, Rashawn?
We just want to be black and legendary. Be us and be proud by any means necessary. Nina got me feeling like I never have to walk alone.
What's up, Twiggy?
Nina,
can y'all hear?
got me feeling like I never have to walk alone.
Let me know if y'all can hear.
They playing with me, Nina. You staying with me, Nina. They hating on me, Nina. Send them on their way to meet you. I'm misunderstood. Under your spell, perhaps. Ain't no looking back. Young, gifted, black.
Everybody avoids everybody.
Y'all can't hear?
All over the place, in most situations, most all of the time.
What?
I know.
What type of question is that?
Everybody.
Okay.
A semi-automatic, a scatterbrain, I'm shooting
gonna
out
talk in a second, hold on.
It's hard for me to hit up a target. I'm sorry, I was humble on all them red carpets. I got embarrassed, Grammys carried me for Sandra Bullock. Photo ops, the paparazzi was opting out of. Was doing drops for jockeys that ain't bother my album. Telling me you honestly the best, nigga. Though I believe that you aren't well and ass, nigga. How many niggas with jobs feel like they underpaid? Let's say it's that plus you rhyme and about to have a babe. Let's say they calling you bipolar. Not feeling you, your rhymes legend, but personality complicated. Shoot at whoever, that's your only defense. Had a job, you was poppin', now you lonely as shit. Mental blocks, every shot was harder
We
than
gonna talk about that,
like
Levi.
bootleg chopper, see I was
talk about it,
rockin' my
hold on.
label wrong. I digress, cause this isn't that song. This just my plight, I ain't no different than y'all.
What's up,
Speaking
DJ
your
fam?
boss, I speak in these songs. I speak how I feel like a gun. Yeah, a semi-auto with a novice aim. A lot of thoughts and a lot of pain. Yeah, my ammunition come from all your hate. My brain I loaded semi. I'm too offended to concentrate. Yeah, everybody gets sprayed, nigga. Hey Mo, get out the way, nigga. Yeah, under the surface, we the same nigga, but my
What's
aim
up,
different.
Tamika?
I'm way too brave to shame niggas. Yeah, everybody gets sprayed, nigga. Mo, get out the way, nigga. Yeah. Under the surface, we the same nigga. I got that loaded semi that stains cement and paint pictures.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get this music turned off. Everybody good. Make sure everybody can hear. Everybody can see. I'll explain the setup. I'll explain how we got here. I'll fill everybody in on what's going on. Alright? We're going to talk about some shit we ain't talked in a while. As you can see, I'm looking down, even though my little thing is right here. It's hard, you know, I'm trying to... First and foremost, shout out Team Rock. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Shout out to everybody support me, everybody show me love, everybody sends me encouragement, everybody that gives me life, my pride. We explain the whole my pride, you know, how I'm looking at, and a lot of people say fam, a lot of people, you know, say family and all this shit. I'm going to call the team my pride. But nonetheless, I'm stuck. I started off, you know, today on my way to Pleasant Hill to get my truck looked at. My motherfucking air conditioner stopped working. So I took it over there, and they was like, man, shit, we can't do nothing. You got to take it to the dealer up the street. So I took it to the dealer up the street, and they let me sit there from 9 till about 2. Before they told me, yeah, man, it's going to be tomorrow. You're going to have to go stay at the little hotel down the street until tomorrow. The reason I haven't been able to go live because I'm very rarely stationary. I don't just be laying up in hotel rooms and shit like that. I be out here in my truck in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So, they got this little hotel Wi-Fi, so hopefully it'll carry, and the video quality will be decent. Hopefully that shit will carry, but this is where I'm stuck at for the rest of the day. The only thing good about this is this is banging-ass Mexican restaurant with some goddamn chimichangas across the street. I remember I stayed here for orientation when I was here, and it's a fool over there. Fucking with them goddamn them chimichangas over there. They are a fool. The chicken ones, a beast. All right. But I figured I would come on here, and I came on here live because I couldn't figure out how to do Instagram live. I don't know what I lost my way around Instagram, and I've been getting some shit reported today. I got some, as some of you know, my other YouTube channel got fucking blocked and shit. And, so just the opportunity to go live on here, just the way it happened, is crazy because I just got through talking about this shit the other day. How I was going to be sharing my On the Road with Rob videos from this channel. Some of you have been watching my On the Road videos. Some of y'all are liking those videos. Mad love to everybody that supports those videos. If you, I'll be posting those videos here on this channel this week, but after this week, I'll be back to posting them on my Team Rob Videos channel. That information to subscribe to that channel is in the description box. Team Rob Videos. Just put it in the search bar. We over there. I'll be talking about all types of shit. Sure shit that's going to get me blocked. Because this is what happens. I put up a fucking video talking about these so-called trans women / men. These are men, not to be mistaken for women. They not women in any type of way other than in their fucking mind. So, this society is trying to push us into this, socially engineer us to accept them as women. And to push and make it seem like it's okay for a so-called heterosexual man to call himself as such and lay around with these men with wigs on. So, they got a problem with me having that opinion. I think what really set the motherfuckers off is that I said, well, if these motherfuckers are women so much, why not put these bitches on an island with the homosexual males who are attracted to them and see what happens to the population in about 50 years? I logically concluded that homosexuality equals death. And that's not even my fault. Like, I didn't make it that way. That's how it is. I don't see how that drifts into the hate speech. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make it any fucking sense. I posted about that, about the maxi pads, as someone mentioned here. Now, as y'all be typing here, my phone is here. I don't have my computer with me. This is a different setup. I got a little, so I'm not going to be able to see, because all I'm getting is 2 comments at a time right here. So, I won't be able to see y'all's comments that well. But this is my theory, but I didn't make it that way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make it to where it takes a man and a woman to have a kid. I didn't create that. That's the situation. Therefore, if you are the same sex, you cannot procreate. That's not my fault. That's not anybody's motherfucking fault. I didn't make nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't create the biology that way. People can get mad at that if they want to, But it's the truth. If you such a woman, then take your ass on an island and see how y'all do in 50 years. See how the population grows in 50. Not my fault. But that video was taken off, as I did it on the road, but it was taken off. They suspended me for it. I put it up on Instagram. Somebody been reporting my post on Instagram. I got a goddamn traitor over that motherfucker. I got a traitor over that bitch right now. I don't know who it is, but somebody's reporting my shit. I posted a post earlier today because I got sent a very angry email. I'm always getting angry emails. I get more love emails, but the angry ones is just like, why are you mad? Like, if you can't point out the lie, don't be mad. I'd rather you tell me where I'm wrong than just be mad from a place of, I may have called out some shit you do and now you mad. Like, that's trash to me. You know what I'm saying? But I got an angry email, and of course it goes into, well, you ain't doing shit for the black community after I responded with, well, am I lying somewhere? Like, tell me, like, I get you mad. I understand people be mad at me, but where is the lie? And keep it on wax. Some people like to attack my kids, and they like to go that route, but here's what I said. Tell me where I lied. That's what I tell people when they send me angry emails, because they never show me where I'm talking crazy or I'm saying something that make no sense. So show me the lie. Well, instead of showing me the lie, they go in to say, well, you don't do nothing for the black community to come on here and run your mouth. I said, well, on the contrary, I'm raising black children who will not be coon-ass sellouts like 99% of black people. And I think that we don't look at the power that we have as parents, because if you look at all the sellouts we have out here, all right, the people that are knowingly selling out and the people that sell out because they're ignorant, you look at all of those people, all the people who have snitched on movements that have infiltrated black organizations, which is one of my main flaws. It's the same flaw that the Black Panther Party had. Same thing that's going on with Instagram is, well, if you black, there's a good chance I'll just accept you. That's a flaw. But we're dealing with social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a flaw. When I know 99% of black people are self-hating ass coons, but when I see somebody black, I want to trust them. I want to think that they down for me. They down with me. But I also know at the same time, most of my detractors, most of my naysayers, most of the people who have a problem with me are also black, you see. That reality is problematic. But that's my flaw. I be sitting around trusting black images, black people. But, and if we look at the history and look at how many sellouts we had, raising a black child that's on code is a revolutionary act. People act like, people act like that's nothing. They know you need to go start an organization. Oh, no, you need to be going somewhere to collect up money from black people, steal money from black people, scam black people out of money, and then that's how you show you doing something for the black culture. We skipping completely over raising non-coons for kids. We get mad when we see ourselves in these commercials where we have black people that are depicting us in a negative light. Now, we get mad at the white corporation, but typically there is someone black that is complacent in that didn't get raised right. I'm going to use a line from T to the motherfucking K. Who raised you? This is what the question that must be asked of black people. Who raised you? I know who raised me. Some coons. And had I taken that route, had I been on that path, that's what I would be. And that's what I was. And so I decided not to be such. You see. Who raised you? Who raising our kids? Coons. The reason that we have so many sellouts, so many people that are willing to sell out black people who don't, we'll say, this motherfucker don't even understand how white supremacy works. You know why? Because their parents didn't teach them. They ain't got no pride. You know why? Because their parents didn't instill those values. So raising a prideful black child is a revolutionary act in itself. We're not doing that across the board. Don't nobody want to start that. Motherfuckers want to start with, well, we need black banks, and stuff like that, which I don't have an issue with black banks, black libraries, black hospitals. I don't have an issue with that, but who's going to support them? Because black people are out here and we can have all the black businesses we want to have. There are many black businesses popping up right now, but guess what? Your child wasn't taught to support black business, so guess what they're not going to do? Support black business. Raising a black child that's not a coon, that has some codes, is a revolutionary act. Now, many may view that as you're not doing nothing for the black community, but if you look at the global black population and the amount of self-hate that we have amongst each other and how we don't understand how this system works, we're going to get into that here more in a second. We're going to talk about how this system is working y'all ass right now. But, nonetheless, us raising our kids better has to be something that we consider. It has to be. It has to be. Most of our kids are not being raised pro-black. With self-esteem, with pride. Now, you will have parents that get on the line sometimes. They may say a little something. I do this shit for real. I'm raising my kids with pride. They get to see an example of a black man not be scared, not be a coward. I show examples of this on my videos when I'm on the road. Out here all over the world. I don't care where I am. This is who I am. Nelly Fuller said, if you don't understand white supremacy, everything else will confuse you. You know why that is? Because we're not teaching our kids how white supremacy works. We're not teaching our kids how the system works. We're letting the school system teach our kids, letting them be called a nigger every once in a while, and that's what racism is. That's what we tell our kids. That's what racism is. A white person calling you a nigger. Be mad then, fight them then, and a lot of y'all ain't even teaching your kids to fight then. Y'all, now kids recording it, and that's all that's happening. But nonetheless, you teach your kid that's what racism is. You leaving out the whole redlining, institutional racism, the privatized prison complex, the voting propaganda. You leaving all that shit out. The glass ceiling as you go and try to beg a white person for a job. Beg them to keep you on with the company. We leaving a lot of stuff out when we convince our kids that racism is a white person calling you a nigger. That's the lowest form of racism out here. That's the insignificant racism. Like, who cares about that? At least not me. Call me a nigger. Catch these hands. Life goes on. That doesn't slow me down. I'm not teaching my kids that's what racism is. That's a low-level form of racism. That ain't even the one that's causing the issue. White folk calling you a nigger. They should get an ass whooping for it, but they can not call you a nigger and still target you for the privatized prison complex, and they don't have to call you nothing. They don't have to refer to you as a nigger or anything derogatory. Just target you. Target your group. Poison your water. Poison your food. They ain't got to call you no nigger to do that. Keep you disenfranchised. Make it seem like it's your fault that you are disenfranchised, that you were born in the ghetto. Without mentioning redlining. The fact that we don't have that wealth, passed down generational wealth. As I'm out here on the road, I'm in the country a lot, and I'm riding these back roads all the time, and I see these big ass, pieces of land. Pieces of land. Big ass houses on them. That white folk have been gifted. And that'll be passed down through their family. Farms passed down through their families. Now, if you talk to a white motherfucker, they act like they worked hard for this shit. No, you didn't. We know you didn't. And the fact that you continue that narrative is some bullshit. You might have worked hard on the farm, but you didn't work hard to get the goddamn farm. They gave you the land. You see. White folk want to tell you this stuff, but it's just not true. They have to be real about it. But that's hard for them to do. They feel like they worked hard. Like, I worked hard. I've been on the farm since I was 10 years old. I was out there in the field. No. You were given that land. My people weren't given shit. But y'all telling us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. I mean, I'm riding past acres of land all the time. Acres. And that's all I can think about. I see these big-ass ranch houses on there. I'm just riding past them in my truck. And I'm like, these motherfuckers really out here. They got all this land. And they believe they worked hard for it. This is what they'll say. They worked hard for it. And you niggas need to work hard too. And you can get this. That ain't how you got it, motherfucker. So why are you going to come tell us? And then black people will take on this narrative. Now I understand hard work. I understand working for, a living. But black folk will take this narrative and it'll start sounding like the Republicans. Y'all need to work hard. Well, y'all didn't work hard. Why are we the only people in this nation that's told to work hard? Nobody else gets this lesson. Nobody else is getting this message. Y'all need to work hard. While y'all stole everything, have acquired and built that wealth off the ancestors, off our ancestors, through goddamn treachery and debauchery, complete bullshit, rape, murder, all types of shit going on, not just slavery. Motherfuckers act like slavery was just slavery. I hate that. I hate that shit so much. Slavery wasn't just slavery. That's not all it was you had slaves working in the field. And like they worked like 6-7 hours, came in, got them some food, got them a bath. And slavery wasn't just slavery. You had bitch ass Candace Owens talking about slavery was taking place all over the world. This is one of her points that she made on this Revolt TV thing. We talked about that, I think, here on this channel. Or no, maybe on my other channel. Either way. Slavery wasn't just slavery, y'all. And when people try to make it and diminish it like it was just slavery, diminish it like it wasn't, hundreds of years, generational abuse, mental terrorism, physical terrorism, full-blown rape. When you make it seem like it was just work for free, it takes away the traumatic experience that it was. Because it wasn't just working for free. That's on the surface of what slavery was. To build this economic wealth that, this country enjoys now, as it tells us that, we can't have reparations. It's the mentality that it's the mentality that we've developed now. Y'all black folk, you need to work. Black folk always want a handout. And this ain't just white folk talking like this. This be other black folk talking like this. Other black folk, I just be wanting to goddamn just grab them motherfuckers. You talking about some black on black crime? Oh, yeah, when I see shit like this, right here, I be wanting to, black on black crime like a motherfucker. Let me choke you the fuck out real quick, because you talking stupid. Black folk ain't always want no motherfucking handout. We ain't never got no goddamn handout. What? I hate that. We've never gotten a handout, but niggas are saying black folk always wanting a handout. Black people want what's owed to them. That's not a handout. White folk got all the handouts. The colonizer got all the handouts. We're wanting what's owed. That's not a handout. If you go to a motherfucker and say you loaned them $200, right? They take the $200. They couldn't get that $200 from nowhere else. And I'm going to use this for an example. They take that $200 and invest that $200 in some shit. From that $200 that you lent them, they make, say, $5,000. Right? You go back to them and say, yo, I need that $200 back. You took my money and made some more money. So matter of fact, I want $2,000. They couldn't get that from nowhere else. That $200 you gave them. Most people may be decent and will look out for you anyway. But imagine that motherfucker say, man, you always looking for a handout. Imagine that shit. Motherfucker, I gave you the money. I lent that to you. You took it and did a flip. But we gotta be, run that. Run that shit. Oh, black people are always looking for a handout. We gave you over 2.5 centuries of free labor. What the fuck do you mean? That's not a handout. That's not a fucking handout. That's not true. C-Stars, that's actually not true. C-Star says the blacks are usually Caribbean or African. No, that's not true. Now, I understand that with the ADOS and the pushing for reparations, they like to turn all African and Caribbean immigrants into enemies and people that speak against reparations. That's not true. That's a lie. I'm speaking for myself. I hear black people that grew up right with me that will say this shit right now that are so-called ADOS. Black people are always looking for a handout. That's the truth. Now, I understand ADOS, they got their shit going on. But that's not true that these is black folk that say this shit. I don't break it down into immigrant where you came from. Black people say this type of shit. That grew up right with me. Right where I was at. Not Caribbean, not Haitian, none of that. Regular black, I guess, if we can use the term regular. Black American, They say the same shit. The same shit. Talk to them, you would know. C-Star, she said you never knew that. I talk to many black people. Now, there are some, Caribbean or Haitian immigrants. There are immigrants that are against it, but to say that's just them is a lie. That's a blatant ass lie. Because you got black folk that say the same shit. Niggas always want to hand out. Especially people that can pay their bill. People that are well off, well-to-do. Those black people that are well-to-do, they will say black people always looking for a handout. Because they good. They good. They're okay. So they will say that, and, that's how they will justify black folks saying this shit, And it's not a handout. It's what's owed. It's what's owed. You make all this 200. Y'all understand how long that is to get free labor? 250 years. You don't understand the type of wealth you can build in 250 years. Do you understand the type of wealth you can build in 10 years getting free labor? 10. 250 years of free labor. And then this country will convince you that, well, if we give you what we owe you, it'll bankrupt the country. I hate to hear black people saying this shit. One, why the fuck do you care about America's pockets? What money they got? And if you study the American pockets, if you really look at it and use common sense, you will see that there is money being dispersed in all types of ways. It just ain't coming directly towards black folk. Everybody else can get it. Everybody else can get it. They're giving it away on game shows. Y'all done seen this shit? They've been giving it away on Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy since before I was even born. They give it away at lotteries. They give it away to bail out banks. Y'all's boy Obama did that. Obama did that. $700 billion pulled out of nowhere. Just pulled out. Because again, the Treasury printing the money. They can pull money out anywhere. They find ways to pull money out of the air, thin air. Comes down back on the would-be taxpayers, right? They got all this money for defense. And the government lost $20 trillion and just said, oh shit, we lost it. We don't know what the fuck happened to it. $20 trillion. This is what we allow to happen. But you'll see people use the argument that, well, reparations to black people will bankrupt it'll bankrupt America. Y'all understand this is a whole bunch of propaganda, because if you just look at simple shit, again, this isn't deep shit. This is shit you can see. Somebody always winning the goddamn lottery, ain't they? Ain't the lottery always? Does it stop? I don't even know if the lottery stops. Is there a week where they don't have a lottery? I don't know that it ever stops. Is there a week where there isn't or a day even, where a game show isn't giving away hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars? When is that happening? 700 billion to the bankers, thanks to Obama. Bitch ass Obama. Which I'm going to talk more about him here in a second, because I got a couple things to get off my chest, and I'm going to leave y'all alone. But pull that out. Government can lose $20 trillion and not be, held accountable for where that money went. Like, oh shit, we lost it. Oh well, look at what Trump doing. This is what they do. Like, the propaganda is so deep. Okay, look at Trump. We don't want y'all focusing on this reparation shit, because right now, it's Trump being impeached. It's Trump being impeached. If I have any mods in here, somebody get Levi Campbell the fuck up out of here. I don't know if I got any mods or not, but if I do, get Levi Campbell the fuck up out of here. I don't know who he is, but get him the fuck up out of here real quick. I'm too serious. Get him the fuck up out of here. If I have any mods in here. If not, then it'll be alright. But, anybody wilding out, just get him the fuck up out of here. Anybody saying stupid shit, just get him the fuck up out of here. We're not gonna deal with it too much. I don't know how to make you a mod, Elaine Lloyd, from here. I don't know. Y'all, actually, give me 1 second. Alright. My bad. I had to fucking blow my damn nose. My nose sitting here running like I'm a goddamn child. So we had to get that the fuck up out of here. But understand that when they are doing this shit right now with reparations being the talk, they're working on impeaching Trump. They're saying that this is the move. And Democrats know that, y'all are going to go for that. Y'all going to say, hey, look, they impeaching Trump. And the election is next year. Now, first of all, you shouldn't be voting anyway at all for anybody that doesn't have your best interests at heart. Just like y'all did this shit for bitch-ass Obama. I just saw a video of Obama where he's sitting talking at some thing, and he wants to talk about woke culture. And his problem with the cancel culture and woke culture. Now, this bothers me because bitch-ass Obama hasn't said anything about reparations, hasn't said anything about institutional racism. He doesn't say anything. What he talks about is how he don't like the woke cancel culture. And I'm sure he doesn't like it because a lot of people are realizing that bitch-ass nigga, you didn't do anything. So they calling his ass out now. So, you have to look at that and why Obama wouldn't like the woke culture, because his bitch ass is being called out. I don't like when you can just sit back and talk about how someone spells a word and you claim you're woke and just call like, nigga, shut your bitch ass the fuck up. You don't say anything for the culture. Nothing for the culture. Motherfuckers are getting up on that. Now, not enough, because you still, that's my forever president. They talking this bullshit. He's so eloquent. I watched an interview with Byron Allen the other day while he was on a Breakfast Club. Because I told you I've been watching more of these little interviews and shit. And I fucks with Byron Allen in some of his story. Some of his narrative I don't really fuck with. But one thing that he did say about Barack Obama that he was supporting while Obama was a senator or governor or something like that. He said he asked Obama for two things, and both of those things were for black people, and Obama didn't do those things that Byron Allen asked him because Obama didn't do shit for black people specifically at all and would not do anything specifically for black people at all. And y'all still so fucking, sleep that y'all calling this man yo forever president. That's what y'all are doing. And he's done nothing. Even post his presidency, he won't even speak up for y'all. He talking about goddamn woke culture. Who gives a fuck about cancel culture and woke culture? Who cares about that? That doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of life. That's not, stopping us from getting jobs. That's not this wealth gap that's happening, or that is a actual thing that's getting, it's getting even more. The gap is getting bigger. Who gives a fuck about woke culture? Why are you opening your mouth to talk about stupid shit like that? And people are clapping them up. Black people. Like, I just, it's sad. It's sad as fuck that people are clapping this bullshit up. And all I'm sitting here like, man, shut your bitch ass the fuck up. Won't nobody say that to him because y'all respect him too much. I will. The cancel culture ain't even real. The only person y'all canceled for real was Cashapp Michelle. That's the only person that black people cancel for real. It's Cashapp Michelle. Everybody else y'all canceled don't matter. Kanye West wore the MAGA hat. Cancel Kanye. Nuh-uh. No, y'all didn't. Because Kanye said he loved the Lord. Y'all right back over there with him. Going to his Sunday service and shit. They know the game. They know how to play the game. You see. Nobody has gotten canceled but Cashapp Michelle. If you find me somebody else, I'll be open to hearing it. But Cashapp got canceled after she sung at, I think it was Donald Trump's inauguration. Even though she was told not to do it, because she kind of announced doing it, and she could have not did it. Them few dollars that she got for it really wasn't worth it. But she probably thought it was a game, but Cashapp Michelle is the only one. Nobody else. And that's because she was never that type of famous. Cashapp Michelle. That's like a household name. Cashapp Michelle isn't, she wasn't famous as fuck. Miss Murphy, you said Charles Barkley got canceled? When? When the fuck did Charles Barkley get canceled? I don't remember that. Charles Barkley ain't go broke because he got canceled. Cashapp Michelle did. Getting canceled and still continuing to be rich is not getting canceled. Like, continue to get support. That's not... I mean, I don't know much about what Charles Barkley doing with his life right now. I thought he was on ESPN or something like that, which I don't watch, so I don't know whether they kicked him off there or not. But Cashapp Michelle went broke. That's a little different. That's a different type of canceling. Because her supporters were black folk. You know what I'm saying? Like, her little bit of supporters. I mean, she was in a neo-soul. Like, that's not... white folk ain't fucking with neo-soul like that. No. White folk ain't fucking with neo-soul like that. That takes a black audience to carry that. That takes a black woman to carry that. Pro-black woman Jay says Cashapp is still gigging and making music, not totally canceled. Well, if you read her article that she made about being depressed, losing a baby, I mean, again, this isn't me saying it. You know what I'm saying? She said that she got fucked up in the game after she did that shit. She lost a baby, had a little breakdown, all types of shit. She said that. So you got to talk to her about that. So y'all don't, this ain't a, this, I'm not trying to turn this into talk about Cashapp Michelle because I really don't give a fuck. I'm just giving you an example of somebody who was actually canceled by black people and you don't see her versus somebody who y'all canceled in Kanye who you see every day, every Sunday at least. And his audience is getting bigger and bigger. His brand is becoming richer and richer. Actually, in 2018, I think Kanye was the highest grossing hip hop artist of the year. So that's what I'm speaking about. Cashapp Michelle did not see a meteoric rise like that after she performed at Donald Trump's inauguration. Just didn't happen. So, but nonetheless, this is the type of shit Obama's talking about he don't like. This is what he comes out of his mouth to say. Not stand up for y'all black people as y'all support him continuously. Not speak on real issues. To say shit like this and it goes viral. And y'all wonder why people think black people stupid. Well, I mean, I'm one of those people, so I guess I can't say people. Black people show how ignorant and stupid they are all the time. Like, it's just shiftless, fickle, prideless. It's constant. Ignorant, politically ignorant. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense at this point. You know, so it's a matter of, you know, how we pace ourselves. How we looking out here in the world. I mean, it's Halloween today. What you see niggas doing? Anybody want to guess what niggas is doing today? Guess what niggas are doing today? I'll let y'all take a guess as we, you know, I'll look at the comments for a second. What are black men, women, and their children doing today on Halloween? As we talking about how racist this country is, we have black men and women continuing to be killed by police, unarmed. What are niggas doing today? Like, can you be taken serious if one day, you know, well, yesterday you talking about how they shot that black woman in her house in Texas and how mad you are about it, but the very next week you at a party dressed up as somebody white? I mean, it's you gotta look at the shit we do and understand how it ties into how we are not only looked at, but how seriously we can be taken because we not mad for real. We not mad for real. We're mad for a second. That's wrong. They went in the house and killed that black woman like that. That's wrong. They only gave the white bitch that killed the brother down in Texas, they only gave her 10 years. Actually, she's appealing. Her legal team is appealing, as they should, as any good legal team would. You get black folk in the courtroom hugging a bitch and crying and talking about being her friend. Yeah, we're going to go for a appeal. We're going to see if we can get this 10 knocked down to about 2. And really, maybe a few months with just some probation. We're going to go for it all because these niggas is crazy. Right? Gave her all the photo ops she needs. See, clearly, everybody sees that she's already rehabilitated just in these 3 weeks. She's, you know, niggas mad. Fuck the system, fuck the system, fuck the system. Ooh, Halloween. Give the system billions of dollars. The day after, fuck the system. It ain't fair. Fuck the system. In the weekend, club, get drunk. You know, dance. Fuck the NFL. Fuck the NFL. Ooh, it's Sunday. Who won? You if you just look at our behavior, and people, you know, will get mad at me because I call us out on this behavior. This fickle ass behavior. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is how we conduct ourselves. And we don't feel like it has nothing to do with our kids. We're not raising our kids. Like, if you raise your kid to not participate in this fuckery, to don't you hug nobody to kill your brother. We don't do that shit. We plotting on killing that bitch. That's what we do around here. That's what this family does. That's how this type of black. This is what we do. We don't do the forgive shit. We just don't get into all of that. This is codes you instill in your children early. We looking at a whole lot of grown coons, and we act like we don't know where they came from. They came from a household. Because again, y'all know we can call motherfuckers coons all day, but we have to look at their households too. What traditions, moral codes, black codes, what's being passed down to them? And this ain't a real thing. This ain't a real issue. Raising a black child with pride is something that we just skip over like it don't really fucking matter. You even blame your kids for you having to participate in Halloween. We blame our kids for that. Oh, I got to, man. Without trick-or-treating, their life is going to fall apart. They're not going to never know It's like, what? Without holidays, your kids ain't going to... This is what's going on. Crystal, say what now? I missed it. Somebody left a comment that says, how do you deal with a white person that downplays the black experience? You don't. Like, stop this. Like, y'all, black people, let me tell y'all something. Stop trying to explain shit to white folk. This is the same thing they doing right now with Vlad. They doing the same shit with Vlad where they trying to explain to him why he wrong for speaking about reparations. I've seen Godfrey do it. I've seen Lord Jamar do it. Stop trying to explain shit to white folk. What are y'all talking about? It doesn't matter if a white person belittles the black experience. That's what they was raised to do. Like, if you was raised white in this country, there's a good chance your parents gonna teach you that you are supreme. Same thing black folks should be teaching their kids, but they won't. They won't. But nonetheless, you cannot sit here and try to convince somebody that's been raised this way. White folk are a product of their environment. Y'all black people treat them like they're God. Treat them like you have to explain shit to them. You want their approval and acceptance. But then you don't know where they get this attitude from. It's you. You support the attitude. Now they're going to get it from their parents. But you support the attitude by trying to explain yourself to them. For what? The fact that there are grown black men going on Vlad TV trying to talk to him about what he shouldn't have said about reparations. And you know what he's saying with them? Ha 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 ha. It's my opinion. Ha 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 ha. That's it. That's all. Ain't nothing changing about what he's saying. You know why? Because those black men didn't say, motherfucker, snatch his white bitch ass up and shake that motherfucker. That's what you do. You don't go try to convince him. Like, nigga, colonize a bitch ass motherfucker, I don't fuck with you no more. Because you came out of your mouth. If you don't understand, go study black scholars. I'm not going to tell you shit, motherfucker. You find every other bit of information. You find this little clip from here, this little clip from here, this article from here. Well, no, bitch, go study and see why you shouldn't have goddamn said it. I ain't going to tell you shit. What I'm going to do is not fuck with you. I won't be here. No more. I'm not going to be here no more. Lord Jamar, just don't go there no more. I was cool with this motherfucker, but he seems to be a colonizer. Godfrey, don't go there no more. I was cool with him. But he seems to be content with being a colonizer. I saw they had your boy Talib Kweli on there the other day. And Talib Kweli cooned the fuck out. Cooned out. Talib Kweli is one of the people I thought at one time was a quote-unquote conscious, smart, rapper. He gets on Vlad, and Vlad is taking his time out to, be a victim. He don't know why the ADOS attacked him for him saying that a form of reparations could be education for black people. Talib Kweli, who's also not a fan of ADOS, takes this opportunity as well for him and a colonizer to get in together and try to bang on ADOS. Now, Talib has been on he's been on like a coon decline for a while. This right here, I couldn't even, like, oh shit, he really gonna go in on ADOS right here in front of a colonizer who spoke out of turn? You won't correct him on his misspeaking. Motherfucker, you have nothing to say. You're a white Jew. What did you say when Obama gave the Jewish people $12 million, $13 million during his presidency? What did you have to say about that? Did you say, no, we don't want that money, go send them to school? Because Vlad's whole explanation, well, a person with a degree can, essentially make $1 million more than a person without a degree in their lifetime. Being hired by who, motherfucker? Being hired by who? Who are you, giving black people education? I even saw an article on the Shade Room. It was some college that decided to give reparations in the form of scholarships for black people to come to their school. It was a school in New Jersey. Bitch, I don't want no money to come to your school. Don't know about that's bullshit. I'm not knocking higher education. Not knocking it. But that doesn't mean really anything. Now, Vlad explains himself, well, I know when I go to hire people, I'm looking for degrees because you're a colonizer. That's what y'all do. Y'all judge people based on degrees. And essentially, he talked about the people from Howard he hired. But look who they work for, motherfucker. That would have been my whole point. They work for your white colonizer ass. You looked at them on a piece of paper. You look for them to have a degree so you can hire them. That's what colonizers do. You see? That's what you do. That's what you said. Nobody checks this motherfucker on this shit. Okay, cool. This is what Talib Kweli, all he wanted to do was talk shit about ADOS, talk shit about Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore. While Vlad got on there and played the victim. I don't know why they mad. It was just my opinion, Nobody asked you. The Jewish people, when they were on, I guess, going for their reparations, didn't nobody check with black folk about what we thought they should get? Did they? So shut your bitch ass up. And as a matter of fact, because you have so many black people up here, you still don't understand. I don't even fuck with you no more. That's what should happen to him. Simple, easy to me. Simple, easy process to me. But, these people will continue to go on his show, laugh with him, kiki with him, when he's shown that he has no respect. He's shown it. I don't know what Yvette said. Huey Freeman says, didn't Yvette say she's more Irish than African? I have no idea what Yvette said. I don't follow her closely enough to know what all she's saying. All I'm saying is there's no way a white motherfucker gonna get me in front of him and have me talk shit about other white people or other black people who are trying to get reparations. Just not gonna happen. That's my only point. What Yvette does, what she says, don't know. Don't know what Antonio Moore says. Don't know what. I know there are two people that are pushing for reparations and pushing the ADOS movement, and they seem to be intelligent. That's all I know. But what I won't do is have Vlad say, well, I got this problem with ADOS, and have a black person in Talib Kweli say, well, I got all these issues with ADOS, and then we're going to come together and talk all this shit. That's what I won't do. Because I got a code, see. Y'all don't got no codes. Talib Kweli clearly doesn't have a motherfucking code. You don't do no shit like that. Even if you disagree with ADOS. You don't do no shit like that. You know, and this is the type of codes that we don't have, that other groups of people have. We don't have them. It's shit on the next black person, you know, and anytime you get a chance, on any platform. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. All Talib did was justify Vlad's opinions that he felt as though he could have opened his fucking mouth. This type of black people that we got out here that ain't checking this motherfucker. I know somebody said that Godfrey checked him, but if Godfrey had checked him, he would have corrected or changed his opinion. He did not. That's not a check. He goes into the next video and talks about how this is what he thinks. He's done this multiple videos. I've been sitting here watching this shit. I'm on the road. I'm watching this shit. So if you got checked by Godfrey, you wouldn't be saying the same shit. That's what a check is. It changes a perspective. A true check. Not a person angrily giving their opinion. That's not a check. That's not a check. Godfrey gave his opinion. Vlad kept his opinion. Next interview, he's saying the same shit. That's not a check. That means Godfrey didn't check him. That means Godfrey gave a fiery speech. But didn't change anything. And you're going to go back to a show. You see. And I fucks with Godfrey. He's one of the few people that I actually fuck with. Seriously. Like these comedians and motherfuckers, I don't fuck with. Y'all know I don't fuck with motherfuckers like that. I fucks with Godfrey though. He followed me on goddamn Instagram and shit. Like, I fucks with Godfrey. But in this instance, I would have to tell him, that I would have to say to him that you may have gave a fiery speech, but to solidify your point and to show that you are serious, don't go to his fucking show no more. That's what I would say to Godfrey. That's what my stance would be. Especially since you have your own show. It just, you know. But I'm extra, I know. Y'all treat me like I'm, you know, like I require so much of black people, you know what I'm saying? But this is where we are, you know. This is the type of resolve we have to have, because we got to show these motherfuckers we not playing games, man. This is what has to happen. This is the attitude that black people must have. Even if you're going to be claiming that you have white allies or whatever, them motherfuckers need to be on code as well. Or you don't fuck with them. You see. This is where I am with the shit. I don't know why no one else is, you know. I'm just one dude. But you get these motherfuckers on Vlad trying to, you know. And then for Talib, like, Talib just, that shit disgusted me to see him on there. I mean, because I really, you know, I don't understand how you allow a motherfucker to do that shit. Right, I'm not, again, Conscious Coon Club, what's up? It seems like you're caping for Godfrey, and that's fine, you can cape. I know, again, people don't have the type of resolve that I have. And I'm not, you know, and because we don't have that type of resolve, because we're caping for, I'm simply telling the truth. Like, there should be nobody right now, like, nah, Rob, but there should be no but right now. I simply said, motherfucker, okay, you went in there to try to check him. He still has the same opinion. You don't go back to his show. There should be nothing. What else is there to say about that? But since we want to be, well, but, you know, we don't have clear lines. And this is what the problem always is. Very simple. To me, I have clear lines. Y'all want to make excuses because you like somebody. I just said I like Godfrey too. But for him to continue to go to a man's show who can feel as though he can open his fucking mouth and disrespect the black community, that doesn't make sense to me. Therefore, I won't support that. And there's nothing else. Like, there is no, well, Godfrey, cool, man. Like, okay. But I don't support that. If you for the people, you don't keep going to somebody's fucking platform that isn't for the people. That just doesn't make sense to me. And it's really, to me, you know, it's, Because we don't draw these clear lines in the sand, this is why we keep getting disrespected. This is why Vlad can come out of his mouth whenever he gets ready. Because there are no clear lines. And people still support him. Lord Jamar got on it the other day and said that people disagree with Vlad because people just don't like him. You know, it has nothing to do with like or dislike. Just listen to the shit the motherfucker says. It's not odd, Conscious Coon Killer. You said it's odd they keep going back. It's bullshit. It's not odd. You see what's going on. It's not just odd. It's complete and utter bullshit that somebody would continue to go back to his show. It's not just odd. It's bullshit that they should be called out on. We don't have time for shit to just be odd. You have to know what it is, see what it is, call it for what it is, and hold them accountable. That's it. That's all you can do. And either Godfrey will see it, Lord Jamar will see it, or they won't. And they'll let you know what side they're on. Are they in it for the views? Because that's what a lot of this shit is. A lot of people just want views. They just want the views to come from it, you know. And you have to differentiate who is really for the cause and who is for the views. That's a distinction that has to be made, even amongst our own. People, you know, Vlad basically said, I made Godfrey. That's what he said. This is, y'all letting colonizers say, he said, I made Godfrey. I made Lord Jamar. They got everything they got from me. I gave them the exposure. Isn't that a colonizer's position? It's like, do you think I'm going to hear a motherfucker say some shit like that about me and I keep going back? And maybe they feel like they owe him. Maybe they feel like they owe him because he allowed them to. But I'll never feel like I owe a colonizer my pride. This is, again, when you put your pride on the table, when you give that away, that's all you got. That's everything to me. I'm not willing to sacrifice or give my shit up. That's why people think I'm too serious or too passionate or I'm extra, because I'm not willing. I'm not. I don't sacrifice my pride for anything. And I don't see why other black people do. And then wonder, well, why are we not taken serious? Because we sacrifice our pride too much. It's always sacrificed. Always. In any situation. For money. Now for clicks. Now for views. You know, before there was views and clicks, there was money. Now there's clicks and views and attention. So now we'll sacrifice our pride for a number of things, and everybody sees that. But we don't have an issue with that. Because we want to watch some cool motherfucking shit too. We want to watch it too. A lot of times, you know. We want to watch it too. So it's just, you know, it's a matter of us sacrificing our pride in so many different instances all over, you know. And it can be seen. So we'll be sacrificing our pride for Halloween. We always do. We'll be doing it again for Thanksgiving, and we'll do it again for Christmas. We sacrifice our pride every holiday. Now we sacrificing our pride for likes, clicks, comments. You know what I'm saying? We'll sacrifice it for everything. Money has always been one. We sacrifice our pride for any and everything. Attention, acceptance. We sacrifice our pride for anything. But the reason that happens is because from young, we aren't raised that you don't sacrifice your pride for shit. I had to develop that strength in me. And I'm actually gonna make a video, and I'm gonna show y'all the environment I grew up in. I'll show y'all what it is and how it is. What I grew up in and what I had to develop within me to get me to this point. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be that way. And I wouldn't give a damn if I got rich right now. I'm going to still be the same. I'll still be the same. So understand that. Understand it. And that's why people don't know how to take me. Because I have this type of pride. It's not something I'm willing to sacrifice for anything. And also, I don't have a spiritual or religious connection. And I'm not panhandling an ideology group to try to make people like me. You see. I don't got any of that going on. This is what black people like. Black people like to be sold something, whether it be Pan-Africanism, whether it be Islam, whether it be Christianity, whether it be, they want to be sold something. They want to have a group to set into. When I'm trying to make black the group. Like I'm trying to work it backwards. Like it's already been worked this way. We are divided up into all types of groups. All types of groups. You got your Moors, you got your Israelites, you got all these groups. I'm trying to work it from here to where the group is black. That's the group. That's it. That's all. So, you and because of that, people don't know how to take me. Because I'm not shooting you in ideology. Y'all don't hear me get on here and talk to y'all about, well, read this and you need to believe this right here. I don't do that. Look at life. Understand the position that you're in. Raise your kids better. Let's change this shit. Don't sacrifice your pride for shit. For nothing. You doing enough to get up and go to work and pay these goddamn bills. That's all the sacrifice. That's enough. Right there. That's everything you should give as far as your pride is concerned. Because that's it. And don't let them mistreat you just because you have this job. You see. You got to pay these bills. You got to take care of these kids. I get that. That's it. That's all you give. That's all you give. Even if you're just using that as a stepping stone to get yourself in a position where you can be in control of some shit. You see. That's how we have to be. Like you got to understand this shit. Many won't understand this shit. Many will just chalk it up as being serious, me being too serious, because they want to party with white supremacy, We don't want to defeat it. We don't want to, gain our respect and gain our pride. We want to party with white supremacy. We want to dance, We want to dance with it and party with it and get drunk with it. But, that's to me, that's a flaw. I think the system sees that. And until we change that, until we stop allowing things to, and we even make excuses for motherfuckers. We'll make excuses for anybody that don't have no pride, anybody that's a goddamn coon. Y'all doing it for Kanye right now. This dude's getting all types of excuses. But that's what we do for people. That's what we do. And we have to stop doing that shit, man. That's why the cancel culture isn't real. That's why it's not taken seriously. Because they know we are fickle. We don't have enough pride to cancel anything. There's nothing. But that's what the pride we have to develop. And we don't have that pride. And our resolve isn't strong. Because it ain't been strong since right here. Remember? I mean, some of y'all ain't gonna remember when you was young. And I'm going to open my whole soul and tell y'all my story. It's not going to be on this video, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to show y'all where I was in life. But, right here. This is where it starts. This is where it starts. So by the time you get up here, it's not foreign to you. It ain't like somebody's trying to come convince you. This is what you've been getting taught your whole life. I'm having to convince black people to love themselves and have pride. It would be much easier if that's what they hear from their parents their whole life too. That way our minds wouldn't be distracted with dramatics, caught up in celebrity worship, which is something that is destroying our people. Destroying our people. Celebrity worship. Because now Cardi telling you to go vote. T.I. telling you to go vote. And I got so many issues with T.I. So many I got issues with T.I. Especially after the fucking interview, I saw him trying to act like he ashamed. And I think Iggy Azalea was the blunder of his career. Like, what? Motherfuckers told you when you brought her in here. You didn't care. She made you some money. She stopped making you money. Now it's a blunder. But you can't even admit to the fault. Admit your fault. Keep moving. But T.I. when the motherfuckers telling you to go vote. Killer Mike, when the motherfucking woke motherfuckers They're telling you to go vote. That's all they're saying. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. That's what you gotta do. Vote. You gotta vote. The worship of these people is led to some of the destruction in our community. Notice I said some, because it's not all. But again, when you worship them, guess who's watching you worship them? Guess what they're going to be doing by the time they get right here? Worshiping their ass too. This is, again, it's a revolutionary act to raise a child that is not with the shits. Most of our kids are with the shits. When my kids tell me about what other black kids are doing, what other black kids are talking about, these kids are with the shits. They're not going to be number coons. Coons. That's what it is. And my kids, like, yo, there's some coon shit going on around here. But that's what my kids, I'm teaching them how to recognize coon shit. Silly shit, stupid shit, ignorant shit. Shit is going to lower your vibration that you don't even need. Worshiping celebrities for what? Who are they? They're nobody, and they're stupid. On top of that. And it's not T.I.'s fault that he's in a position. This is where he was appointed to be this. Y'all made him the hood, intellectual speaker of black issues. That's what y'all made him. That's not his fault. He was appointed as such because he used the words like expeditiously. And you niggas so stupid that amazes you. Because you ain't used to nobody knowing a big word. It's so, I've been holding this. I've been being serious. But black people so fucking dumb. Like, what the fuck? This man knew a few words and y'all said, you know what? He the one. Expeditiously, though? I'm sitting here like, nigga, that's a goddamn, that's a middle school spelling word. Expeditiously? It's the same as saying, be haste. It's like, To be fucked up, I asked somebody. I was like, what type of word is expeditious? They said, what do you mean? I said, is it a noun, adjective? I said, I don't know. And I only did it because they were swearing T.I. was just, out of this world smart. I'm saying, y'all got a man out here using goddamn adverbs, which is what you get the ly. You learn this. This is middle school English that I'm talking about here. Ly. You don't even know what. And that's why we can be led by people who aren't that smart, who seem smart, is because we stupid. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, again, this is stuff that they teach in school. I learned all this stuff. I guess we don't retain a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? I retained a lot of it. One, because I have kids. I have to help them with their homework. I can't be left behind. When my kids come to me, Daddy, I need some help, I'm supposed to be able to help them. That's what, that's what makes me stay on top of my shit, But, it's... It just bothers me that we're so easily impressed by silly shit like this. And that's why it's not T.I.'s fault. Y'all made him into this being, into this powerhouse where he speaks on black issues. Y'all appointed him and Killer Mike as such. This is Killer Mike, who supports Bernie Sanders, who doesn't support reparations for black people, and is pushing this type of education type of thing. Actually, and it's been found that he is a racist motherfucker. I made a video about it as the black woman who sued him for racial discrimination, for wrongful termination. She was on a Breakfast Club. I made a video about that on my video channel. Nobody cares though. Like it's disgusting to watch us. You know, information's here. We're in the age of the internet. Everything's being recorded, and we still don't care. Still don't care. Like it's out of control. Y'all hold on one more second. I gotta blow my goddamn nose again. My goddamn nose running like goddamn Hussein Bolt out this motherfucker. Like, goddamn. But nonetheless, this is the people that we appointed. You know, it's like it's not T.I.'s fault. I don't blame him. I don't like a lot of the stuff that he says, because it's people that are, you know, kind of hoisting him up. He's not really saying much of anything. He's just telling you to go vote, and I don't think that, to me, that's not that impressive. But I mean, I understand people are impressed by that. Y'all make Killer Mike another woke voice, again, supporting Bernie Sanders. Y'all don't have, you know, y'all just fuck with anybody. Y'all fuck with anybody. T.I. is an agent to me. That's how I feel. You don't beat that many fucking gun charges and just do a year without being a snitch. Y'all said Tekashi was a snitch and y'all don't fuck with him, but I mean, T.I. though, like his case, y'all keep forgetting that's what the situation he was in. So, informant is what I believe, but you know, y'all, you know, ain't nobody trying to listen. I just know how the law work, and you just don't be found guilty of something like that, and I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, I just don't see it. But, you know. But I really do hope that people are paying attention, because things are being put out here right now to distract black people. Like this Trump impeachment, which y'all don't even understand how the impeachment process will take all the time up until probably the next fucking election, where the Electoral College will again swoop in and tell you who the president is, as y'all not paying attention to that part though. But they keep telling you to go vote. And then what you have to understand about the people that's telling you to go vote, you have to make sure that you listen for the words electoral and college. You have to make sure you're listening for those words. If you're not listening for those words, and they're not saying those words, then you don't need to be paying them no goddamn attention, because they're not talking to you. If they're not up there on TV, on these big platforms, challenging the status quo of, well, why haven't y'all asked me to vote for the people who elect or who are on the Electoral College yet? Then that's a very important question, if you ask me. You want me to vote for Trump versus Hillary, but you're not wanting me to vote for who represents me on the Electoral College, though. Until your favorite rapper, activist, whatever gets on TV and he talking like that, I don't want to hear shit these motherfuckers got to say. That's just me. I don't want to hear this shit. Because you're not speaking for me, because that's the question I have. Why aren't we voting for Electoral College members? Why are these people's faces not put out here as to who's responsible for Donald Trump? I get that people want to blame, like, oh, look at all these white men that voted for him. Look at all these white bitches that voted for him. There's like 8% black people that voted for him. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. Why the fuck don't nobody ever blame the Electoral College? Like, what is that? That's weird to me. Like, you know who chooses the president. Nobody put these people's faces out here to judge them and hold them accountable for what they've done. I mean, for what y'all claim they've done, which I don't think they've done anything. Donald Trump, I could give a fuck whether he's president or not. It doesn't matter to me. Who in there? I don't care. You know, y'all doing shit that affects got nothing to do with me. I still gotta go to work, still gotta go pay bills. I mean, it is what it is. I still got kids to raise in a climate that hates them, in a society that hates them. I have children to raise within this environment. It doesn't matter who is in the Oval Office. That's non-important to me. But what I don't like is that people will blame all these people for Trump, but have yet to blame the Electoral College. Isn't that odd? Doesn't that strike you as a little bit odd that they've been able to propagandize and maneuver around to where y'all aren't even asking or not even blaming the Electoral College? When I see people get mad, was these white bitches' fault they voted for that nigga? Oh, not that nigga. Some people will say nigga, but it's these white bitches, it's these white men that voted for that mother. Like, the Electoral College, I mean, even though it's made up of white folk, I'd rather y'all be blaming them, because that'll show me that you're paying attention. You're not looking at popular vote, because that doesn't matter, you see. That matters. It doesn't matter at all. So, you know, we need to be more, I think we showed that we are, you know, we're not the people that you can still trick all the time. We're not those people. So, I mean, we want to show them that we're not. Clearly, we are those people right now, you know. I can only hope the next generation won't be those people. But the way I feel, the way I see these parents performing out here, I'm sure they will be, because I'm seeing more grown people on Instagram in Halloween costumes than I'm seeing kids. So I'm sure that, you know, these traditions and this coon shit is being passed down. Because, again, a person isn't born a self-hating, ignorant ass coon. That's not a birth thing. It's not passed down through genetics. That is a nurture thing. It's not nature. Some of you are familiar with the argument nature versus nurture. Being a coon is a nurture situation, because you can be raised in a society that is against you and still not be a coon. Like, you can, I mean, it can happen. I mean, I'm living proof. I mean, even though I was raised to be a coon. I just made a decision, but I mean, if I had been getting power since I was fucking 3 years old, then just like my son, I may have decided to be Malcolm X on Halloween when I was 7. That may have been my choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish we understood. I wish people would see why I be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish people would see why I be upset, understand where I'm coming from. I mean, I know it's not going to happen like that, but it just bothers me that we just continue to operate at the same frequency, and we'll look at people like me as the enemy. We'll come up with all types of shit to say about me and fucked up shit, but won't talk about anything that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather people talk about what I'm talking about, but nobody really wants to do that shit. They want to just attack me as a person. Attack the fact that I have kids with multiple women. They just say the stupidest shit, and it's like, what the fuck does that have to do with what I'm saying? But, you know, it's ridiculous. I didn't see Cory Booker, Miss Green. I didn't see Cory Booker talk about trans women need tampons and pads. I didn't see that. But I know that Cory Booker was receiving money from big farm lobbyists. And that's when he was, or is, you know, a senator or whatever position he's in right now. He receives money from big farm. So that automatically canceled out Cory Booker to me from the very beginning. A lot of people don't know that. I talked about it. Of course, nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck what I'm talking about. He was taking money from big farm before he was even running. So why would I support him? And I'm completely against big farm and their you know, terrorism that they have enacted on an entire nation, and kill people and over medicate people, and also, and when I say kill people, I'm talking about killing these holistic doctors. They've been murdering people for a long time. So you can't come on TV, act like you down for black people like Cory Booker did, and then be taking money from big pharma at the same time. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I knew that before he even decided to run. So, you know, when he jumped out here, it was that same as Kamala, who's now trying to say that it's because she's a black woman that she's losing some of her political steam. And, you know, It's like, no, bitch, everybody knows that you fake. So, you got to deal with that. And your past has not been rectified. You haven't rectified the things that you've done. So you can't not rectify the things that you've done, shoot for another position in a higher office, and think people about to, fuck with you like that. It doesn't make any sense. And you married to a motherfucking white man. Like, I don't know if we really got time for that, ain't nobody fucking with you like that. Really, the only black woman I think that would be a contender, or a so-called black woman, y'all, I don't know whether she's black, an actual woman or not, but Michelle Obama could give, because people really like her. She would have more steam than any of these women that's running right now. You know what I'm saying? She would be able to come in, deceive y'all the best. If we're looking for motherfuckers that are going to deceive us, she would be able to do the best job because y'all trust her the most. So they may groom her at some point to do such a thing, but Okay. Huey said Kamala's mixed, not black. We don't claim her. Whatever. I mean, whatever you say, it doesn't matter whether she's black or not. I know that she used her so-called of colorness to run, and she has been used to lock up black people under the guise of blackness in California. So I don't claim her for that. I wouldn't give a fuck whether she was mixed or not. That doesn't matter to me. Her actions and the things that she's done to contribute to funneling us into the privatized prison complex is what matters to me. It wouldn't matter to me if she was 300% black. She could have 3 black parents, and I wouldn't give a fuck. So that's me. But I'm extra. Y'all know I'm extra. So, but I'm about to get the fuck off here. I'm actually getting hungry as fuck. I'm about to go hit up this restaurant, get some of these goddamn chimichangas that we talked about earlier. I do want to show love to anybody that was able to catch this video. Some people were asking me about the music that I was playing earlier at the beginning. That was Wale off his new album. His new album is trash. Okay? His new album is trash. I think Wale is now trash. I like the More About Nothing Wale more so than I do this sing about relationships every fucking song Wale.